Good day, Welgevonden owners. Welcome to another property market update. The first semester of the year is done and dusted, so it's a good time to just take a look to what the property market in Welgevonden estate is doing. Now, yearly indicators give you a much better idea what the property market is doing, so you have to take what I say in this report with a little bit of salt, because things can also change towards the end of the year, but it's good to see where things are going. Now, if you would like to rather receive this report in writing, some of us learn in different ways, and the written report is more detailed. Then you don't have to look at my face or listen to my voice. You can just hit me up on the email address at the bottom of your screen, and I will put you on my mailing list and send you the twice yearly reports. Right, on to the first semesters. Now, in 2022, the first semester of 2022 in Welgevonden estate, there were 24 properties sold to a total value of just over 69 million. And the average house price was 2,889,791. Let's call it 2.9 million. Now in 2023, the first semester, there were only 16 properties sold to a value of about 49 million, and the average price was just over 3 million. So what can we see from that? There's definitely more activity in the semester of 2022 than there is of 2023. There's less activity going on because the number of units sold dropped by 33%. So less houses being sold, but what we can also see is that the average house price is staying solid. So there's not much of a change there. In fact, there's a tiny bit of growth if we compare semester on semester prices. As I've said, you need to look at yearly figures. That'll give you a better indication. If we look at the lowest figure in the first semester of 2023, it was 2,320,000, and that was for an older house requiring a bit of TLC. It's a 3-bedroom house, but only 98 square meters on a stand of just over 200 square meters in Mountain Silver, and that was the lowest price of 2,320,000. In the first semester of 2022, the lowest price was 2 million. Then if we look at the highest price achieved in the first semester of 2023, that was 4,650,000 for a home close to our dam that's being renovated now, and that was a house of 231 square meters on a 177 square meter stand, because it's built on 3 levels. That's why you have that funny sort of square meter ratio, and that sold for 4,650,000. And compared to the biggest price or the highest price of the last semester of 2022, which was just spot under 5.7 million. That was still the record for Welgevonden estate. If we look at time in the market during the first semester of 2023, the average time in market was 58 days, and properties sold for an average of 5.2% under the asking price. So what conclusion can we draw from all of this? But we can see firstly that the interest rates are much higher now. All the trouble in South Africa, like the inflation, Eskom, all of those things are combining to have an effect on the market. It is definitely slowing down. There's less transactions happening than before, significantly less. On the plus side, we can see that the prices are holding steady. It doesn't result on a drop in prices. There's a big shortage in the entry-level market in Welgevonden, which is between 2 and 2.5 million. There's a shortage of available stock there, and you can see that bottom price is holding steady. It is not dropping there. It's increasing a little bit in the bottom, but the top price is struggling. It is not going over the last year's record. So what can we do about it is hold steady. I sound like a broken record always saying this, but maintain your properties. A property mustn't have things like damp, cracks, a neglected garden, gutters that are leaking. All those things result in a much lower price in a property. So maintain your properties in good condition. If you renovate, as always, start with kitchens and bathrooms, and don't overcapitalize, but don't let your property fall into neglect. That is always important, and it seems to be a recurring theme of every property report. I keep experiencing that. Then if you are selling, it's important to get an agent who has the experience to value your property properly. It's a specialist area of Welgevonden estate. It's not a question of simply combining averages and arriving at a price. So it's essential that your property practitioner has that experience to differentiate that he or she has been in all the competing properties and in all the properties that have sold to get you to an accurate valuation, because if you sit on the market with an overpriced property, you're invariably going to get a lower price. Then it's competitive. From all the suburbs in Stellenbosch, Welgevonden remains the most competitive. So you need to have an agency and an agent that can give you the correct exposure, that can optimize your property's marketing on all the web-based platforms. For that you need at least professional photographers and tools such as Matterport, a virtual tour that even allows you to measure the rooms. So look into those things if you are considering selling. Please feel free to contact me if you want any advice, if you want to chat about the market in general, if you need a valuation, and if you want to sell, or even if you want to expand your property portfolio and buy some more. That is always a good idea as well, since the market holds so steady in Stellenbosch and in particular Welgevonden estate. Well, that's it from me for the first semester of 2023, which is now done and dusted. And until I see you guys again, please like, subscribe, and happy house hunting.